Thank you very much, Brian. There is the always game 23-year-old Fidel Maldonado Jr. The last time he was on Showtime, he suffered his second consecutive loss, a 10-round split decision to fellow prospect Michael Perez in August 2012. Now, both of his defeats came when he was campaigning at lightweight. Since then, he has gone 6-0 with one no contest, including an impressive 7-round TKO over Luis Ramos Jr. 4 fights ago. Of those 6 wins, 5 have occurred inside the distance. Now across the ring, one of the highly touted prospects at 140 pounds, undefeated 24-year-old Amir Imam. The 4-year pro impressed many insiders with his victory last May over 2008 Olympic bronze medalist Yordeni Ugas from Cuba. He has fought southpaws in 2 of his last 4 fights, including his last outing, a 6-round knockout of Santos Benavidez in December, a fight he took on just 3 days' notice. He's a guy that lives in the gym. All right, Al, let's take us through the numbers.
Well, Fidel Maldonado Jr. says he's used to fighting fighters that are taller than him and have a bigger reach. Well, he's facing that same obstacle here tonight. Imam, much taller, has a bigger reach, and Imam hopes that's going to help him land that big right hand. Maldonado needs to get on the inside.
And the rules for tonight's fights: there is no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. If an accidental foul or headbutt causes a fight to end within 4 rounds, it's a no decision. After 4 rounds, they'll go to the scorecards for a technical decision. Set for the first of 3 fights tonight on Showtime Championship Boxing. Here's our ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and welcome to the MGM Grand here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as we have a big night of action in store for you, and it's all brought to you by Don King Productions, Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions, and Showtime. Sponsored by Corona, La Cerveza Masquina, Mexico, Live It to Believe It, and Casa Noble Tequila, single estate grown premium tequila. This bout is sanctioned by the WBC, President Mauricio Suleiman, Supervisor Robert Lenhart. Introducing our 3 judges, scoring the bout for ringside, all from the state of Nevada. We have Tim Cheatham, Robert Hoyle, and Glenn Trowbridge. Our referee in charge of the action, he'll be giving instructions after the introductions, Robert Bird. All right, fans, here we go. 10 rounds of boxing for the vacant WBC Continental America Super Lightweight Championship. Introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks with gold trim, joining us from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He weighed in at 139 pounds. His record stands at 19 wins, 2 losses, 1 no contest, with 16 wins coming by way of knockout. Known as the Atrisco Kid, introducing Fidel Maldonado Jr. And his opponent across the ring on my left. Fighting out of the blue corner, the stand-around vacant championship, wearing black trunks, hailing from Pompano Beach, Florida. He weighed in right at the limit of 140 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring, with a record of 15 wins, no losses, 13 wins coming by way of knockout. Ranked the WBA number 8 super lightweight contender, known as Young Master, introducing Amir. And a referee in charge now to give instructions, Hall of Famer Robert Bird.
Gentlemen, I gave you instructions in the dressing room. The only thing I'm going to remind you of now is when you hear me say stop, what that means is stop whatever you're doing, give me a clean break. Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Anything on the belt here is good, same over here on the belt is good. Gentlemen, let's do this.
Do your thing.
So we are set for 10 rounds or less in the super lightweight division. The undefeated Amir Imam, 15-0 with 13 wins by way of knockout. Across the ring, the 23-year-old Fidel Maldonado Jr., 19-2 with 1 no contest. He also possesses some pop with 16 wins inside the distance. Referee Robert Bird calls for the bell. Round 1 underway.
Watch your feet, guys. Watch your feet.
Maldonado Jr. in the black with gold. Imam in the black.
Imam and his trainer Stacy McKinley feel that you must back up a lefty, and they feel that if they do that against Maldonado, he'll be very, very effective.
And McKinley, best known for working with the big boys, most notably Mike Tyson and Samuel Peters. He calls Imam one of the best prospects he's ever worked with. And Don King, who's not normally associated with prospects, as Imam eats that counter left from Maldonado Jr. Don King, his promoter.
Imam with a clinical style, you know, very patient. Looks to set up that big right hand, and when he does land it the right way, the guys tend to go to sleep. But so far, Maldonado's been pretty busy. He's landed a couple left hands to the stomach, and now that left hand to the head.
1 minute has elapsed in the opening round. Another counter left to the body, and Maldonado Jr. taking the fight to Imam early going.
Maldonado Jr.'s dad, his trainer, feels that if they take away the right hand of Imam, if he can't land it, they think that will frustrate him, and Maldonado will do well. We'll see. A few right hands have gotten there for Imam.
But not 100% clean, though. Not the way Imam wants to land them, and definitely not enough to have bothered Maldonado's rhythm so far.
Maldonado Jr. trying to keep his head offline, although he eats a couple of jabs from Imam.
I think that's a good idea for Imam to establish that jab. Even though Maldonado's a southpaw, if you establish that jab, you can disrupt Maldonado's rhythm and then catch him with some right hands.
Of course, Imam wants to keep that lead foot to the outside of Maldonado's right foot, but Maldonado right there in the wheelhouse, and he scores with a jab.
Maldonado keeping himself small, though. You know, when he gets him in that punching range, he's keeping a low center of gravity, and you know, trying to give Imam as small a target as possible.
Cuffing left hook and another couple of short lefts as Maldonado's holding on to Imam's left arm, taking advantage of the opportunity. 45 seconds left in the opening frame.
That last sequence was exactly what Maldonado felt would go his way in this fight. When he's on the inside, he's very busy.
Couple of good left hands to the body, and then one upstairs by Maldonado Jr.
Yeah, he's fighting in spots. Imam's looking for the good body shot.
Another counter left hook over the top by Maldonado Jr. has exchanged body shots. Good opening round here, as expected, between these super lightweights, the undefeated Amir Imam and the always ready Fidel Maldonado Jr. End of round 1 here at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas.
We look at the keys to victory for this fight for Amir Imam. Staying off the ropes is important. He did that for the entire first round. Jab, yes, for range. And why? So he can land that big right hand that he is trying to land. And as Paulie pointed out, when he lands it correctly, people go down. As for Maldonado Jr., don't square up. He did that a little bit in the first round, but not too much. I think he should back up Imam, and he has done that on certain occasions, and the left hand's been very active and very good for Maldonado already, and I think it may continue to be.
Jab in. And let him go from there, and then you counter off it.
The bell in round 2. Maldonado Jr. fighting out of Albuquerque, which has emerged as a fight mecca in the USA, home of the famous MMA gym, Jackson Winklejohn, and boxing stars of yesteryear like Danny Romero, Bob Foster, and the late, great Johnny Tapia.
And one of the best women fighters that ever fought, Holly Holm.
Who's now in mixed martial arts.
She is indeed.
And there's Imam trying to land the jab. Maldonado Jr. immediately smothers him. Parries the jab and misses with the straight left.
Imam coming out much busier with the jab this round, and better suited to do that. See, Maldonado's throwing any which punches he can get off. He's fighting him in spurts, while Imam is trying to keep this fight pretty and box. He may have to keep trying to grind.
That was, sorry to interrupt you, boy. That was the first jab that I think Maldonado's landed in this fight because he didn't land any jabs in the first round.
They exchange punches in the center of the ring. Plenty of action here in the early going between these two super lightweights.
Imam got clipped. Imam got clipped with a pretty good shot there.
Don't do that.
That was the right hook, and Maldonado's father said that was going to be a big punch for him.
Maldonado Jr., living stereotype of the classic Hispanic fighter, loves to brawl and has Imam along the ropes. Imam trying to bob and weave, comes back with a sweeping right hand.
But Maldonado brawling with skill. He's not, you know, it's not like just a guy who's trying to make this a fight. There's thinking behind what he's doing.
And he has an extensive amateur background.
He's fighting in spots. You know, he'll come in, he'll get into his spots, he'll rough up Imam how he can, and then he'll get back out of range. Nice shot there.
Straight left hand by Maldonado Jr.
And when Maldonado gets back out of range, it's up to Imam to find that range. And it seems like Maldonado beats him to it.
No. Come out clean. Come out clean. Break. Here we go.
Final 60 seconds of the second. Maldonado Jr. continuing to take the fight to Imam, blocking those jabs. Imam with the short right hand.
What Imam has to be careful of is he doesn't let Maldonado continue to out-hustle him, out-grind him.
Let him go.
Because a lot of times, so far, it's been a difference in the fight, right, Al?
Yeah, I agree. And inside, Imam trying to be a little more physical.
Referee allowing Maldonado Jr. to hold on to that left arm of Imam, and on the break hits him with a left hook. Imam scores with the jab. That right hand bounced off Maldonado's right shoulder. 15 seconds left in the round. Again, Maldonado Jr. almost smothering his offense as he comes in. Some more good stuff here through 2 rounds in Las Vegas. Right hand dropped Maldonado Jr. at the bell.
That's a shot.
7, 8. You okay? Talk to me. Stop it in. Bell. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Thank you. Go.
Short right hand drops Maldonado for the 4th time in his career.
And that was the shot he's been looking for.
You're letting him get his range on you. Here, put the leg down. That's your win right now. Take deep breath. Hold that there, Ryan. Come here.
How we doing?
He's good.
Show me something.
Well, the power of Imam in the right hand is well documented. And that one, he didn't even need the jab to land. Maldonado lunged in, he landed the lead right hand, and it was a biggie.
Well, let's see if this changes Maldonado's approach now. You know, sometimes you get hit with a big shot. Maldonado had been knowing how to be aggressive in spots, and he was confident enough to do that. Let's see if that big right hand changes approach.
Maldonado Jr. down at the end of round 2 from that sweeping right to the chin, and there's a straight left that drops Imam.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? All right.
And Imam goes down for the first time in his career, so they exchange knockdowns here.
The difference is Imam went down right at the beginning of the round. Maldonado at the end. We'll see if Imam can get himself back together.
I think Maldonado, though, was a bit more hurt. Not that Imam might have not felt that shot. And that just gave Maldonado all that confidence he needed.
Break clean. Break clean. Break.
Imam has recovered, looking to establish the jab. Good head movement by Maldonado Jr. Attacks the body, but then gets countered with a couple of right hands over the top. And the left to the body, and Maldonado Jr. smiling, maybe as an ode to the late, great Johnny Tapia, saying, bring it on, Al.
He's been in wars before, Maldonado. Down 3 times before with Nelson Lara in a war, came back to win it. So this is not new territory for him.
Counter left hook scores for Imam.
Imam's trying to find the range with the right hand, though. Maldonado has a lot of fight in him, but he's got to be careful because Imam is starting to touch him with some pretty good right hands.
And there's a good counter left that dropped. Imam earlier in the round scores again. Now Maldonado Jr. going to the body with a short left hand.
The thing about getting into a firefight with Imam is you do have to be careful, because Imam is most of the time the bigger puncher. Not that Maldonado's not a pretty good puncher, but you want to be careful if you're going to get into this kind of firefight with Imam. Maldonado wants to out-hustle him, but at the same time, you got to still pay attention to the defense.
45 seconds left in another action-packed round, and another straight left that buckled the knees of Imam momentarily. Right hook by Maldonado Jr.
That overhand left is finding a hole. Oh, good shot.
Maldonado Jr. goes down for the second time.
This is crazy.
Wild fight.
5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? Let me tell you something, son. You gotta show me something. You understand? Let's go.
Well, you got to see if Maldonado's going to hold on, though. You know, the kid might have too much fight in him.
Straight right hand by Imam. Misses with the left hook. Counter left by Maldonado Jr.
5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? You gonna show me something? Okay.
We've been treated to a plethora of knockdowns so far. 3-1 in favor of Imam.
Yo, man, that was a long bell. And we might have had a candidate for round of the year earlier this year so far.
We promised fistic fireworks in the main event. We're delivering early here tonight.
Somebody.
You're good. Come on, man. You can do this, son. Hey, you stay tight as fuck. Stay right on his chest.
Many twists and turns in that round. It started out early with Maldonado landing this excellent straight left hand that sends Imam down. Remember, Maldonado had been down the previous round. And that was a very solid straight left. But Imam immediately came back in the round. And he was using the jab. Well, there's Maldonado again with up. But the right hand of Imam was in effect again. That one sent Maldonado down. It was one of 2 times that there would be a knockdown of Maldonado. This time the hook was the main weapon, but the right hand punctuated it, and you see how powerful that punch is and how remarkable it was that Maldonado was able to actually get up and survive the rest of the round. So you don't see many rounds, 3 knockdowns, 2 by one fighter, 1 by another.
They were supposed to face each other at 132 pounds in the amateurs when they were kids, when Maldonado Jr. was #1 in the country. Imam lost in the tourney, and they kept going. I'm sure fans are happy that they are meeting here tonight. Incredible action thus far. And again, the counter left hook scores for Amir Imam.
Both guys very talented in their own right, and because they're young and early in their career, they're both super hungry as well. So you get a combination for dynamite and explosiveness in this fight.
Our host Brian Custer said this could be fight of the night. He may be a very sagacious individual before the end of this one, with already 4 knockdowns. Here we are in round 4, scheduled for 10. Nice exchange on the ropes.
Yeah, putting the keys to victory to not square up. That's part of the problem for Maldonado, and that's why he's been hit with those right hands.
Yeah, Maldonado wants to keep making this a fight, but Imam is starting to get his timing a little bit on those counters. So it's going to be up to Maldonado to make some adjustments. You know, at first Maldonado was out hustling Imam, but Imam's starting to time him on the inside now.
Straight left to the body by Maldonado Jr., then steps out of the way. Imam touches him with the jab. High guard by Maldonado Jr., eats that straight right.
You know, Maldonado's father thought the right hook was going to be a big weapon for his son. It has not been so far in this fight.
Always he's rushing in, too, and he's actually walking into some counter left hooks from Imam. Imam's starting to find the range on those counters.
Step out, step out, step out.
And you understand that Maldonado wants to out-hustle Imam and keep him on the back foot, but he's got to do it with a little bit more of a thinking process.
Straight left. Straight left. Hey, don't set that weight on him. Move your feet a little bit. There you go.
Imam listening to his corner. Moving his feet just a bit, though, before resetting. Maldonado Jr. moving his head, trying to measure Imam.
Break clean, no punches. Here we go.
30 seconds left in the fourth. Pace settling down just a bit after a furious start. Oh, and another left hand clips the jaw of Imam.
Yeah, that overhand left, and Maldonado's had some success with it. Again, that counter left hand from Imam. Counter left hook. Maldonado has to be careful the way he rushes in.
There's a left hook upstairs by Imam.
Body shots.
Every time, don't listen to all this shit out there. Listen, keep working like you're working, okay? Keep breaking, you're breaking it down to the body now. Keep breaking. Okay? Keep breaking it down to the body. Watch you coming over the top. Long as you be first, he can't get off first. You wait to let him get off first. Put the water in the air. Okay? Another round like that. Good body work.
Get position and then throw that big shot again. Hey, you just stay away from the shot. That's it. You can handle it forward. He got it for you.
You're warming up to it, bro.
You got it.
Getting better.
You got it. You got him, baby. It's all you.
Fence on everything.
No, it's all you. Just believe in me. Step out to that side. Start hitting the body and go to the head.
Let's go.
Round 5, super lightweight action. Undefeated Amir Imam in the black. Fidel Maldonado in the black with gold. And here's a stat that shouldn't surprise anyone. Together, they have gone the distance only 6 times in a combined 37 fights.
That's shocking. And another stat from the last round that shows a swing in this fight. Imam, according to show stats, landed 23 punches. That's his high in this fight, and the 13 connected by Maldonado was his low. So there was a shift.
And the pace slowed in that last round, which I think benefits Imam more. He's more of the thinking fighter, while Maldonado's more of the grinder and the hustler.
Coming into this fight, Maldonado had been down 3 times. He's already been down 3 times in the tilt. Imam going down for the first time in his career as they continue to tee off. Imam getting the better of that exchange. Right uppercut grazing the jaw of Maldonado. Ducks underneath that sweeping right by Imam. Straight left by Maldonado Jr.
True to his word, Imam, as Stacy McKinley told us, has mostly pushed Maldonado back.
And swelling under the left eye of Maldonado. Eats a jab and follows that up with a straight right. Midpoint of round 5.
There's a change in body language in this fight, and I think Maldonado is having a difficult time mounting those attacks.
Someone noticed, too, Imam throws some pretty good body shots when he gets a chance, and he really gets a lot of leverage on them. They're not just arm body shots. They're getting some good leverage on those when he does throw them.
Very good point.
Maldonado has Imam on the ropes, but Imam bobbing and weaving, rolling with these punches, and there definitely is less steam on these shots from Maldonado. Counter left hook lands, cuffing right hand by Imam. And so at close quarters, they continue to throw punches along the ropes. Final minute of the 5th.
Even if Imam does well in this posture, it's not where he really wants to be or Stacy McKinley wants him.
Punching it out. Punching it out.
Yeah, because, it gives Maldonado a chance to grind him and hustle him here. But when he does create room, he does throw those dangerous shots.
Not much space between these two, and they are still landing shots. There's a left hook by Imam. Another left hook scores for the undefeated Amir Imam. Right hand.
And in between, he was throwing some little short uppercuts to the gut.
Couple of lefts from Maldonado.
You see how Imam's creating space with that forearm.
We are through 5 fantastic rounds in the super lightweight division. Imam drops Maldonado again.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Referee Robert Byrd waves it off after Maldonado goes down for the 4th time in the And Amir Imam remains perfect, 16-0 with his 14th win by way of knockout.
Amir Imam believes that he's only a couple of fights away from challenging the top 140 pounders. Stacy McKinley said they tried to get a fight with Adrian Broner and couldn't get it. You can see the power he has. He is not yet 100% where he's going to be, and maybe the one thing they would want is a little more movement out of him, but I'll tell you what, this young man has power and he knows how to fight.
A student of the game is Amir Imam, studies a lot of tape, especially Sugar Ray Leonard, and one can't question the heart, the courage, the guts of Fidel Maldonado, Al.
Astonishing he was able to get up as many times as he was. And it wasn't just that he took a pounding in there. He did some good offensive things as well. But some of his deficiencies, like squaring up, some of his defensive issues caught up with him in this fight against the power-punching Imam. Now, early in the fight, Imam was able to use the right hand very effectively, but in this round, it would be, for the most part, the left hook. Well, that was the right hand that started the problem, but there's the left hook that really finished Maldonado Jr. And we saw him land not only good left hooks to the head, Paulie, but also to the body. He gets great leverage with that punch as well. That's part of the reason why he's a special fighter.
Yeah, he knows how to create space, create room on the inside, uses those shoulders, turns himself, and gives himself little spaces so he can really dig those right uppercuts to the gut. There was a point in that last round where he was digging right uppercuts to the gut.
We take another look at it, and we're going to see the short right hand landing by Imam. That started the problem, but then it's this very compact and excellent left hook that would really get Maldonado in big trouble here. He sees the opening, throws the left hook, it lands perfectly, and Maldonado down yet again in this fight. And even though he was able to get up, Robert Byrd deciding that there was no point in him continuing. So Imam is not a one-trick pony. We know he has the good jab and the right hand, but he shows us here the left hook that also landed very well to the body. So a very impressive performance by this 24-year-old who was named after his nickname, the young master, after the great Joe Gans, the old master, who was the first African-American black champion in the sport of boxing at the turn of the century.
Yeah, he's considered by many the greatest lightweight boxer of all time. Well, Amir Imam has a promising future at super lightweight. Let's go to Jimmy Lennon Jr. to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a time of 2 minutes 59 seconds in round number 5, our referee in charge, Robert Byrd, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout, still undefeated. And now, the WBC Continental America's super lightweight champion, young master, Amir Imam.
There you go. I told you we got one. I told you we the best.
Look at these numbers. Indicates, number one, that both these fighters were very active, and they are active fighters. And a lot of those numbers very similar, except, of course, for the jab. But the point is, Imam's power is the difference maker in fights, and that's what made the difference here tonight.
Let's go to Jim Gray.
Bringing it back.
All right, Mo, thank you very much. Amir, congratulations. How would you describe that third round? You went down once, he went down twice.
First of all, I want to thank God and Golden Boy Promotions and MGM Grand, and none other than Don King, the greatest promoter ever to live, man.
That's right. That's right.
And man, it was a tough knockdown, but you know, champions get up and finish the fight hard, man, and that's what I did.
How concerned were you? You had knocked him down in the second round, then he came out early in the third. Were you concerned about where this could go?
No, I just had to stay composed and do what I had to do, and that's what I did, man.
There you go.
Then in that fourth round, you were able to put him away. What was so effective for you at the end of the rounds, because that's where you were able to catch him best?
I started, you know, timing him. And then when I hit him with that good shot, he was out, man. You see it.
You took Ali's rope-a-dope.
That rope-a-dope, baby.
The rope-a-dope and bought it in production, man.
Was it the rope-a-dope or is that just Don shining in?
Hey, that was the rope-a-dope kind, man.
I meant to go down.
I had him swinging for the fences, and then, hey, there it was, baby.
All right, you tried to get a fight with Adrian Broner. He declined. What would you like to do now?
Oh, I would like to fight the best. Anybody with a title, Dan Garcia, Adrian Bruner, I don't care who it is, man, the best. I want the best.
Want a title.
And I'm ready for the title shot, man, right now.
All right, congratulations. Terrific.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jerry.
Don? Fidel, let us ask you if you can talk to us here. How are you doing? You okay?
He speaks English.
Yeah, I'm feeling fine. I just got leisure at a couple points, and he capitalized on me and knocked me down. You know what I like to thank? First off, I like to thank God for safe in there. Golden Boy put me on Showtime. I'd like to thank Showtime, Don King, and Amir Imam for letting me. Congratulations to him.
You were able to get up after you went down in the second round, and then you knocked him down in the third round. Did you feel as though that would change this fight and that you could put him away?
I thought it was. He kept his composure, and he came out the W. After I got knocked down, I just got leisure in there, and I got caught. And every time I got leisure, he'd capitalize with a counter. And I wasn't expecting it, and he was a better man tonight.
And most of the damage to you came at the end of those rounds, the end of the second and then the end of the fourth where the fight was called off. Did you relax when you heard the 10-second count? I mean, why was he able to catch you at the end of those rounds? Do you know?
Yeah, you know, I just got leisure in there. And at the end of every round, he was just trying to box, so I got kind of bored. And I paid for it.
You won't be bored again. Thank you for your time. We hope you're okay.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to thank Showtime, Golden Boy. But first off, I'd like to thank God. I'm sorry. Hey, next time I'll give Albuquerque a good showing, and I'll be back to my baby.
All right. Thank you. All right, Mo, back to you.
All right, Jim, thank you very much. A fantastic start to our triple header tonight.
The best, baby. Series of knockdowns in this fight. It was dramatic in round two. It was Imam with the straight right hand. We knew that was his weapon of choice. And I mean, that landed perfectly, but Maldonado Jr. was able to get up. And then he would turn things around with that straight left hand. Imam getting up quickly, but in the same round, again the right hand emerges, and Imam knocks him down. And toward the end of that, Imam blasting Maldonado and scoring yet another knockdown in the same round. Finally, in round 5, the effect of all the big punches played out badly for Maldonado, and he showed the left hook, did Imam, a weapon that he'd also used to the body, and this time Maldonado would not be able to survive.
Here's the official scoring at the time of the stoppage. 1 second left in the 5th round. Here's how the 3 judges at ringside had it. All 3 of them in favor of the eventual winner, Amir Imam. Let's bring in Showtime unofficial scorer Steve Farhood.
Well, Mo, I had it 39-35 as well, and I'm glad I brought my abacus because it was very confusing with all the 10-8 and 10-9 rounds. Round 3, 2 knockdowns to 1. The first 2 knockdowns, one by each guy, cancel each other out, so you score that round 10-8 for Imam.
Imam survives the first knockdown of his career, records 4 of his own, and he improves to 16-0 with 14 wins by way of knockout. A promising prospect at super lightweight. Hey, Brian Custer, pretty good prediction there. This could indeed be the fight of the night.
Yeah, you're absolutely